Good afternoon, all of you. Today I am ecstatic to introduce a scholarly figure, an eminent personality, Dr. V. Raghu Raman, former senior faculty, OMAN, CEO in MIRA firm, FAI Executive Council member. His qualification M.Com, PGDBM, MBA, MIB, Ph.D, M.Sc, M.Sc Psychology. So today he's going to deliver a talk on Facebook Live in our ELS, Epitome Lecture Series. So the topic of his presentation is individual success and importance of emotional intelligence and AQ adversity quotient. So I would like to welcome Dr. V. Raghu Raman to make his presentation.
Thank you, sir. Namaskar. Vandanam. At the outset, thank you for me and thank you for you to give the opportunity to give me a presentation on the very interesting topic. For the past 5 to 6 months, everybody is under stress and tension, and their happiness is not there for them. In this connection only, I'm going to talk. You can guess what is that. It's more important thing. This series is Dr. Pramod has been asking me quite a long time. In fact, I've been telling them, okay, we will see sometime. I didn't find time like this. I said, then Epitome lecture series. They are doing a wonderful job for them and calling the eminent people and imparting a knowledge for the various cross sections of the people. Not the main focus is on students and corporate trainers and also training community for that. The topic is, you are already aware, the topic is success. Can anybody define success? Success is not as it is, what you see, success is not that. Before going success, I'll start with these things. A smart code. Judge others by their questions rather than by their answers. First, how you are asking a question. It's very easy to give the answer for this. How you ask a question is more important is by Voltaire. Followed by individual success. The topic is Dr. Ram topic, individual success and emotional intelligence with the AQ. I'll tell you that. This is my qualification. I got 35 years of experience in the industry, academic and training. Visited various countries and received many awards from where I'm also editorial board member, national international journals, a keynote speaker, and also a motivational speaker in the national international conference. I don't want to say much about the things other. This is only 20%. I gained the knowledge through 80% because of my experience and then experiential learning and by visiting various countries, meeting the people. That's only more important thing. Any question, anything you take that, first, who, when, how, why, what, where. See, 5 W's and 1 H. If you ask this thing, anything in the world, if you want to buy, if you want to join, if you go for a meeting, if you go to things, you ask this question for them. Who is the person? When I should attend? Why should I attend? What is to be there? And where should I attend? Then how? If you answer the 5 questions, any problem can be solved there. Problems are the solutions in the form of disguise. Most important thing. I'll tell you that afterwards for this. Now, what is success? Success cannot be defined. Every individual has got a different way of success for the 6. If in the success, if you is not there, no success at all. So success is, first you should be there in the success. Basic thing. The success cannot be defined. Every person's success is different thing. But before going to success, you must know what is a failure. Fail is, first attempt in life is called to fail. So the more you failure, the more you are successful. That doesn't mean you should fail always. Now, you see the success of iceberg. What people see, if a person has come up like anything else and is the top in the echelons of the in this cadre or in this ladder of this organization, what people see success is an iceberg. This is only 20%. 80%, how he is successful is depends upon the persistence in his work. If you want to climb, even you may fall down, persistence work, fail. Doesn't matter. All successful people fail either one way or other way. Sacrifice their life, dedication to education. I used to say involvement, commitment, dedication is the most important thing for the success of the people. Followed by dedication, hard work. Hard work, physical. Smart work, this is more important thing. For hard work, you can do hard work. Anybody can do hard work. But nowadays, the current trend is smart work is the important thing. Next is a discipline. Well disciplined, a successful person are well disciplined. They are well focused. Their goal is very clear what they want to achieve. This is called the major success. Before going for this, what is success? Successful people are there. What is successful people? Successful people are there and unsuccessful people are there. Successful people, they have a sense of gratitude and they have forgive others. First, they compliment themselves, compliment others, compliment themselves. Give others people credit. I cannot say I did it. No, they say we. We means VE is equal to W is equal to V, victory. Read every day. They read some article or other every day. Even Bill Gates is reading the book daily. Daily is reading the book. Talk about ideas. They talk about ideas. A lot of ideas will be there. Maybe best ideas and worst ideas. Share the information and date. The information is plenty available. They share what are the information, care and share concept for them there. Exude the joy. Always they are very happy. Nothing else. So life is happiness only. That's required. Embrace a change. Change is inevitable. You have to accept the change. Now the change is there. Pandemic has taken place. The change is there. Now we're going for this digital mode as everything through digital mode. Online learning is there. A change. You should accept the change. Then only you'll be successful. And keep at the to-do and project list. They will always keep to-do. What is to be done? To-do list tomorrow. To-do list or 1 week list. To-do list. They'll keep it there. Then forgive others. Accept the responsibility for the failures. They don't say this is man. I have not done it. He has done it. They will not say yes. It's my job. You can very well say about the past president Abdul Kalam's success and failure. He has shown that. Keep a journal. Always keep a journal whenever they find time. Keep a to-be list and then see goals and develop the plans. They see the goals. They check the goals whether we are appropriate goals or not. And then continuously learn. Learning is a continuous process from B to D, from birth to death. Less continuous process. If you remove L, learning is stopped there. And then operate from transformational perspective. They always see from transformation for this. These are all the successful people characteristics. From these characteristics of the successful people, you can see things are there. Unsuccessful people, they always criticize others and have a sense of entitlement. Take all credit for their only. Watch TV every day. That doesn't mean you should watch a TV, not every day or frequently. Fear of change, any change, they will not embrace the change, the fear for the change. Fly by their seat of their pants. Always seat is on their pants. Talk about the people. They talk about the gossip, something, and talk about the people. Hoarding information, they don't want to disseminate the information. They will keep the information with you there. Exude anger, they do not know what for anger. Hold a grudge. Yeah, I want to be a person. Blame others on their failures. Say they keep, journal, but they really don't. They keep the journal, they don't read. Think they know everything else. Egoistic type. Operate from a transactional perspective, not a transformational perspective. Transactional perspective. You give and take like this transactional perspective. Second, and they secretly hope others fail. They always think others should fail. I should only come up in life. Don't know what they want. They don't know because there's no direction, no goal, no aim, nothing else. They go as they like it for them. Never set goals. If you set goals only, you'll be a successful person. Goal setting and success is both in tangent for the six. Okay. I don't want to take much about the success. People are very successful with this topic. I wish everyone should be successful. Those who listen, those who come out in the success path. Success is a journey. It is not a destination. Okay. My main topic is what is this picture indicates. There are two things are there. One is a head, another is a heart. Head is this, heart is emotion. You cannot through heart, you cannot show emotion. Head is intelligence, heart is emotion for this. The personality of a person is thinking part and feeling part. Thinking part is a head and feeling part is a emotion for this. both put together emotional quotient. It is an equation for this. Now we're going for emotional intelligence. IQ gets you hired. What do you want? You are hired. IQ gets you hired for the things generally. EQ gets you fired and promoted. When you have a high EQ, it's a different. I'll tell you who is high EQ people. Now low EQ people, I'll tell you afterwards. Gets you fired. If you're low EQ and if you're not unable to management is not perfect, you are fired. And if a good EQ is there, promoted. Because suppose you are in a senior position, they expect you to be a high EQ. IQ is only lower level. When you enter the examination or when you enter for the interview, or this IQ is very important, but not always important. EQ is when you grow in the ladder, manager level, assistant manager, manager, senior manager, various levels are there in the organization. EQ plays a vital role for this. These both put together professional success. Initially IQ, and later stage you have to go EQ. Okay, how do you feel? I have just lost my motivation. Somebody says, my goodness, I lost no motivation at all. I lost my motivation. Everybody is grieving about it. I feel too much of stress and big. There is a saying, pressure make or break. How you take the pressure is more important thing. I lost self-confidence. My goodness, it's a failure. Because of failure, I lost my self-confidence. I do not know what to do. All those things are stress. Man is bundle of emotions and stress one day. I can't think positively anymore because he's exhausted. The guy is a senior person. He is exhausted. I can't think positively anymore. Else, what to do there? He's very much in a tense mode. Why can't you change it? Yeah, is it possible to change? What are these guys? Is it possible to change? Yeah, you can change. The only way to change your situation is to develop your emotional intelligence. I'll tell you what is EQ. EQ is an individual's ability to deal with other people and manage yourself and motivate others, understand his feelings and respond appropriately. All three things are there. One is to deal with other people, how you deal with other people. Second, manage yourself. First, you have to manage yourself, and followed by motivation is part of the EQ. Understand his own feelings, understand others' feelings also. Very important thing. Understand other feelings also. And today, environment is more important thing for this. Emotional intelligence is truly largely learned, developed through life and conditions of life experience. You can go through experience only, you can learn the EQ. Emotions, what is the emotions? Love, fear, anger, pity, any kind of pleasure, pain, all the things are called emotions. You can experience or you can express emotions. Either case, it's not properly. Experiencing and expressing all these when right time, right object, right people, and the right reason in the right manner, very important thing. Right manner must show the emotions. When you go for the death house, when you're going for the people who died, you're visiting their house, you should not be very happy. You should not smile. Make a sorrow face, your own face, and then the way which you look at them is more important. Right reason, what to ask, what to talk, what not to talk, a very important thing. IQ is mainly used to measure one's cognitive abilities, your thinking capacity. How is your memory power? IQ, and then probably you can say memory power can be judged by your emotional quotient and your age by your chronological age, and then that is what you see your real age division for this. Speed, how speed you are observing things, other creativity, how creative you are. Attention, you are drawing the attention of other people and you pay the attention to them. Focus on what you want to do. You are flexible to everything else. Being flexibility is more important thing in current situation. This is a part of cognitive capabilities of IQ. Of course, EQ, the word EQ was coined by Goleman, Daniel Goleman in 1995. He said, emotional intelligence is nothing but identify and assess the emotions of oneself, emotions of other people, emotions of a group. This is nothing but entire gamut of EQ is first identify, assess. Identify yourself, assess other people on what? Oneself, or the emotions of other people, emotions of oneself, and then emotions of the group. So distinction between IQ and EQ. IQ is innate. It is inner capacity. Somebody said, oh, born intelligence. He is a born intelligence. It's IQ is innate. And EQ is trainable. The EQ can be trained. Right? Greater productivity and success of life because of the mostly EQ only. I shown the iceberg. The iceberg shows only small part. Success is only small part. Success is only When you attain all those things are there, then only you'll get a success. So 80% of the success depends on the EQ. Now let's go to SQ, spiritual quotient. Inner wisdom guided by compassion. You must have the compassion with these things. Equanimity is inner space and outer peace. Inner peace is there. Nobody say inner peace. Who has got inner peace? A sadhus, a monk. They got inner peace for them. They get rid of everything else. Outer peace is only we seek outer peace. Some pleasure, peace. Let's go for the what's the spiritual quotient. EQ is a heart. IQ is a head. Spiritual quotient is a soul. The soul is departed when you die. The soul is departed from the body. It is not micro organs for this. Not microns. That's a soul for the things. A good soul is goes to good soul for the thing. This is a very big subject. A spiritual quotient is, if you attain the IQ and EQ, next level you go to spiritual quotient. IQ, EQ, no validity at all. If once you attain the spiritual quotient. I also like to say about the AQ. What do you mean by AQ? Can someone say what do you mean by AQ? Yeah. Good? Absolutely correct. Adversity quotient. Whenever any adverse challenges are ahead, how to overcome the challenges, how to face the challenges, how to face the people, anything else. I can give a lot of people as the example. Albert Einstein was thought to be low intelligence by the teachers. He's one of the genius in the world, a great scientist. Thomas Alva Edison, he said 999 times not to fail, 999 times how to approach for the success. That's only his success path is entering that. Richard Branson suffers from dyslexia and dropped out from the school. He's one of the best motivational speakers in the world. Bill Gates failed in his earlier business ventures. Doesn't mean all people are failure, adversity quotient. When you make more of adversity, especially challenges, face the challenges, then you know how to come out for the success for this. What is a CQ? It's a very interesting question for this. Can you say what is the CQ? Put it in the chat box. CQ. Good? Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Some people, someone said curiosity quotient. Excellent. Excellent. Curiosity quotient. Very good. I appreciate that person. They are the people who are always learning and their minds are always hungry for more. Learn. Curiosity to know. For example, you can say, millions of the people fall, but only Newton only asked why the apple fall from the tree to earth. It's only the curiosity. Anything and everything, curiosity to know. I mean curiosity to learn, not curiosity to know what others are doing there. That's not the curiosity. That's not the curiosity for this. Curiosity to learn for the six. The pyramid of 4 models of intelligences. First see PQ, physical body awareness and skill use. How you are physically fit, more important thing. Followed by IQ, I said already, IQ I said, math and verbal intelligence, more important thing. Mathematics and numerical, how you are very strong, and verbal, how you are very strong, both put together, IQ. UQ is nothing but managing yourself, managing relationship is nothing but a part of interpersonal relationship. How you handle the interpersonal relationship, how are you doing that, how you yourself manage, is a purely a man management. That's a management is nothing but management tactfully. That's a part of EQ. SQ is inner wisdom guided by compassion, equanimity, that is inner and outer peace. It's a more important thing. Don't go for outer peace. Outward appearance is deceptive always. Go for inner peace. To go for inner peace, you have to go for meditation. You have to go for pranayama, yoga, whatever things are that you do that. In the course of time, you'll have the inner peace you'll gain for this. Let me say, emotional intelligence, and is it emotional intelligence trainable? I said in the beginning, emotional intelligence trainable, yes. IQ is inherited. EQ is not inherited. It is a trait, it is a quality, it is a characteristics for this. Can be taught and learned with practice. Nothing big. Nothing big. You know how to solve. I said, I will tell you many times, 3 C is very important thing. Cool, calm, compose. If you want to learn something else. Be cool, be calm in your approach, and compose in your thoughts. All put together can be taught and learned with practice. Practice makes a man perfect. can increase with a desire to learn. Yeah. First, you must have a desire to learn. Somebody should not force you to learn. I did my PhD, I did my M.Sc psychology. Last year when I finished my M.Sc psychology, it's not for my degree sake. I want to learn something. Psychology is a very important thing nowadays. If you want to go for counseling, if you want to go for coaching and mentoring, psychology plays a vital role. I learned psychology. I'm doing for this and practicing. EI, innate and shaped by circumstances and environment. It is shaped by circumstances. Depending upon the circumstances, you have to adapt yourself. Can be enhanced in adulthood by increasing your ability to proactive. Always be proactive, never be reactive. Proactive means anything you say, first say yes, proactive. Don't say no. If you say no, that means remove K, no. Remove K in, no. Don't say no. K-N-O-W. Always say K-N-O-W. Think, yes, I will do it. I can do it. Possible. Within limits, I can do it. I'll finish the work within the limits. Everything say proactive. And reflective, when you are proactive, that reflective in your accelerate your learning. When you are proactive, and naturally, desire will come. When the desire leads to accelerate your learning, space our learning for this. There are 4 pillars of EQ, very important thing. The 4 pillars of EQ, in the workplace, what is important thing? Self-awareness. Self-awareness, emotional self-awareness about yourself, handling, knowing your emotion, recognizing the feelings as they occur, and discriminating between them. Know your emotions for these things. Emotional awareness, self-awareness is very important. Awareness about you, about your feelings, about what is happening there. Followed by self-management, emotional self-control. If you are angry, how to control yourself. If you are very sorrow, if you are depressed, how to control yourself. When you talk public speaking, how to control yourself. What to say, what not to say. Don't say yes when you want to say no. Self-management. Adaptability is more important thing. Adaptability. Last a decade I was in Oman as a senior faculty member, and during the interview 208, they asked me, Raghu Raman, this place is new, what are you going to do? I said only one word. I am very strong in A. What is A? What do you mean by A? I am adaptable to any situation with any person at any point of time. That's called adaptability. And also always achievement oriented. You must have achievement, you must have a goal. What I want to achieve, you want to achieve. For that, you have to sacrifice yourself. That's what I mean. ICD, involvement, commitment, dedication. Always be positive. If there is anything, negative words are coming, you are surrounded by negative people are there, shun the negative. Be always a positive outlook. Yes, I will reach. I can do anything. Even 1 run, 6 balls, they achieved Indian team in the cricket. You know that? It's called a positive outlook example. Empathy. Empathy means recognize the feelings in others and tuning into their verbal and non-verbal cues. Understand them from other shoes, from this. Step into other man's shoes and think from this as empathy. We don't want sympathy. Empathize, you'll be a successful person. Social awareness. It is not a self-awareness, it's a social awareness. When you're in the social group, when you're in social awareness, empathy plays a vital role. Organizational awareness is more important thing. When you're in an organization, the organization, what is happening there around you? Awareness. What is your competitors are doing there? How is the organization people are moving with you? How they are chatting with each other? How they are promoted? How they are working there? Awareness is more important thing. Then last, the relationship management. Handling the interpersonal interaction, conflict resolution, and then negotiation. Very important thing for you. Influence the people. How to influence the people? The art of influence. It's one of the book written by leading author for this, Dale Carnegie, if I'm right. And not then coach and mentoring. Relationship, it is a very important thing. Everybody is required a coach or mentor. Mentoring is a person who is molding yourself a raw clay into the full-fledged toy. Conflict management, if there's a conflict is there, how do you handle the conflict? Yes, conflict not only in the organization, even in the family also conflict will be there. How to manage the conflict? It is nothing but give and take. Nothing but give and take. When to, what to say, what not to say. When to say yes, what not to say. No for these things are there. And then teamwork, everything goes on teamwork. A teamwork plays a vital role, together everyone achieves more. Then, not only, there are different types of leadership is there. In the leadership management, different types of leader. There are different types of leadership style is there. Inspirational leader, and then transformational leader, autocratic leader, democratic leader, so many things are there. And you are the person, when you maintain the leadership management, inspirational leadership, you should be a role model, you should inspire others. That's more important thing for this. Inspirational leadership plays a vital role for that. What are the emotions? Emotions like general emotions, anxiety, sadness, pessimism. No, not possible, impossible. Tension, always tension. Whatever you want to do, the tension. Before going to work, tension. Before going to catch a bus, tension. Before leaving the house, tension. Before entering office, tension. Hostility, cynicism, suspiciousness, always suspiciousness, loneliness. People are low. These all are part of emotions. There are 4,000 emotions are there. Understand? As an English language, 4,000 emotions are there. I'm telling only the few only. If you have this sort of emotions, what is the ailment for you? You go for asthma, arthritis problem, headaches, peptic ulcer, heart failures, many, etc., etc., etc. I don't want to say so many things are negative. I don't want to say for negative. This is the root, this is the cause, this is the effect, cause and effect. The cause is because of the cause, this is the effect, it goes for this. Okay, now I just told you that high IQ and low EQ. The people with a high EQ, they're able to admit and learn from mistakes. I already told you that, repeat same thing to you there. Take criticism well. Yes, if you criticize me, how to improve myself? The criticism should be done by constructive people with the eminent people, with a constructive criticism, with a competent authority. That's more important thing. Stay cool under pressure. That's what I said. Pressure make or break. Stay cool under pressure. The more you pressure, that means you undertake, the more things are there. Are you able to control your emotions? Yes. At any point of time, you control your emotions. When you handle with the people, when you handle with the peer group, when you handle with the lower level people, below level people are there, control with the emotions. Whatever you say, control your emotion. Can conduct thoughtful discussion. Whatever the meeting is there, conduct a thoughtful discussion. Not a lucid talk, not unwanted talk, unwanted things to be avoided. Listen at least as much as they talk. Suppose you go to the boss. Your boss is there, big boss is there for you. The big boss is, your vice president or the president of the company or the chairman of the top. The chairman will speak less. He may ask you, tell me the problem for the things. What's happened there in the organization? You will talk more. He will not talk. That's why you listen more. The more he listens, the more he's a prudent, the more he can take a right decision. He will observe everything else like a sponge, and then he will take a, what decision to be taken there. That's why listen at least as much as they talk. People with low EQ, often they don't get that point. They always circumvent. They don't come to the point directly. They'll always be treated like, you like me. Yes, you like me? Yeah, my thing is good. I'm always fine. I'm always things feel be like overrated. I always say excellent, good, very nice. Always make them to be superficial. Think people overreact your comment jokes. Think people, they overreact their comments and jokes. If there's somebody crack a joke, or somebody makes a comment, they'll overreact. They do not know what is the borderline. Blame others for the problem of the team. When they commit the mistakes, as a leader, they will not take the responsibility. As a manager, they will not take the responsibility. They'll put the blame on others. These are all people with a low IQ. Don't believe they should be expected to know how colleagues are feeling. They do not know how colleagues are feeling, how to approach them there. This is all a subtle feeling, is a part of the soft skill for this. Study shows due to EQ, 80% of the people are successful due to EQ. Due to IQ, only 20% only. Many IQ students failed in practical life. Yeah. Very born brilliant. But if you lack EQ, you're a failure. IQ is only up to one level only. Even the family also. Required. IQ is required. Very good. When you handle with your wife, when you handle with your children, when you be with your family members, your father, mother, grandparents, everybody is there, the more of IQ is required, not your EQ, not your EQ. Only thing is, not your IQ, EQ is more important. Many average IQ people get phenomenal success. Many average people, IQ is got a phenomenal success, IQ people. But highly EQ people organize the work done in a successful way. Phenomenal success one side is there up to one level only, not all level. Average or below IQ, EQ people, smart task. They know what is the time, when to leave, when to be finished there, and when to be unsuccessful. Everything IQ. Average IQ people, they do not know. They take the entire task together, and they do not know the time, They do not know when to finish the task. Every task is unfinished there. They are a part of unsuccessful arena. Am I clear? Due to EQ, 80% people successful. IQ only 20% required. So I said, many degrees are there, fine. IQ, you got the degrees, fine. 80% of the degree, 80% of the success is depends upon your EQ. Whatever the degrees, whoever got many degrees are there, everything is a springboard for you to take off in your official career for you. But afterwards, how you manage yourself, how you manage others is more important thing. 90% of high performance at the workplace, high EQ. 90% of high performance at the workplace, high EQ. So 80% of low performance workplace, low EQ. People are mixed kind of people are there. EQ people and EQ people high level, EQ people low level. So what you say, when I say EQ, what is EQ? EQ improves innovation, productivity, efficiency, sales revenue, quality of service. If you have a good EQ is there, these are the things can be done there. So examples of the EQ is there for this. Why emotion is necessary for the managers? I'll come back to you afterwards for this. Now, why EQ is very important thing? I said, sir, you can ask a question. Sir, is it necessary to have an IQ or EQ? Ask a question. Many people ask a question for this. IQ is required. EQ is much more required for the things. Why EQ is very important for the managers? Managers help handle the adversity and setback. Any setback is there, adversity is there, manager will be in a position to handle the things. Techie managers cope with the change, uncertainty in his organization on their personal life. Techie managers may not be, they are very technically strong. They have very IQ people are there. Emotionally, they must require, this EQ is required for them. If you have high good EQ is there, help them manage effectively. Effective relationship, good relationship is there required for this. Help them to focus and stay on track and remembering the purpose and vision. They are the high EQ people. They see what is the purpose, what is the vision of the company, and they always focus on that. Interaction with the distinct needs and wants and expectations. They want their distinct people. They are distinct from others. They know what is the needs, what is the wants of other people. They influence the attitude. They perform well. They satisfy the employees. They always think satisfaction of employees is a very important thing. High EQ people, generally, lower turnover. The turnover of the employees is very lower in the organization. And retention of company managers and supervisors. They always retain the people is more important thing. It is not required for them. Send them out, hire and fire is not required nowadays. Nowadays it is like that. Everybody checks only IQ. Everybody checks only IQ in the beginning stage. Afterwards, how far you are strong in EQ, they conduct a lot of tests are there for this. Okay, now, the ability to recognize, same thing I'm repeating there, motivate yourself, restrain yourself, potential for learning and practical skills. The emotional competency required, capacity to sympathetic and emotional experience of others. Capacity to be sympathetic, emotional experience of, you just be sympathetic with the emotional experience of other people or there, others. Be adaptive in dealing with the distressing emotions. You should adapt yourself and the people are in distressing emotions. I said distressing emotions, nothing but negative emotions. The ability to discern others' emotions, understand the feelings of others' emotions for this. Competency behaviors. Competency and behavior are two things necessary for the performance, but not sufficient. Yeah, I'm a competent person. I'm well mannered, good, very nice, everything is there. That is necessary. That is not sufficient for you. If you want to perform well, yes, you should be a competent person. You should be, behavior is very good, fine. It is all basic necessary required for you that. That is only sufficient. It's question mark, no. For long-term success, the success of everything else, self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation yourself, self-motivated and motivate others, empathetic outlook, empathy way of seeing things, and social skills when you are going for social skills. It's not very important thing. I don't want to say for this, emotional intelligence on the other hand is a flexible set of skills, very big thing. It's not required for you. Okay, when I say emotional intelligence, what is my control? What is outside the control? Yeah. Sir, you said emotional intelligence is very important thing. All things cannot be in my control. Yes, well, but within your control, what is within your control? Your thoughts within your control, your attitude is within your control, And then encourage someone who are a voice and video call, encourage them. Always praise others. Praise openly, criticize privately. Most important, valuable in quote. Praise openly, lavishly, and criticize in private too. Taking care of others in your environment, take care of others, important thing. Be grateful for the blessings. Bless them, always bless them. Be grateful for the who is blessing you. Enroll in online courses, more courses nowadays, enroll online courses. This is the time for you, enroll more courses and then learn, unlearn, relearn like this. Have a healthy routine, very healthy routine exercise for you there. Watch news, watch a good news for you there. My thoughts, and then attitude, my health, value my life. Everybody must have some values in your life. Why you were born in the world as a human being? You must have some values in life. This is all within your control. Much more things are there. I give you only small part of it. What is outside the control? This is the exact COVID-19. It's not in your control. People are suffering, not in your control. The economy is going down because of the COVID-19. Classic example for this economy going down. What will happen to the world? Yes, the whole world is crumbled. The whole world is crashed. The economy is crashed. The whole world is crashed completely. What will happen to the world? Not in your control. The government, the bureaucrats, the whole world economies, the whole world, the pundits are there. They don't know how to control. When will this come to an end? Big question mark. Because it is external. It's not internal. The coronavirus is not within you. It is spread out like anything else. And still they are unable to find out what is what. And it is devastating the whole world. What will happen to the children's future? Now we are going for all. What's happened to children's future? Not in your control. Endless discussing on news on TV. News TV is going on. A lot of negative news are there. Endless. It is not in your control. People are losing jobs. Yes. Losing jobs, non-performance, different from losing jobs because of the economic breakdown or the company performance is low. Company is not in a position to pay salary. People are losing their jobs because of many factors are there. A lot of external factors. I cannot go out. Yeah, because of the now COVID is taking place, you cannot go out alone. Everything of it is all external. It is not in your hands. It is external for these things. But what is within your control? If you take care of this, this is a part of emotional intelligence. 80%. Your attitude plays your attitude determines your altitude. Your thoughts, healthy outlook is required. Value must be a man of value, good character, helping others tendency, and then join course, enrich your knowledge, always think positive, never think even negative things are there. Doesn't matter. So what? What next? Should be your attitude. So what? Something has happened. So what? What next? This should be the next way you should go there for this. So what? What next? This is the way you should proceed with these things.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Last 5 minutes left.
Oh, fine. I'll finish off. That's all.
Okay.
I'll conclude the session. There's no questions. Now open discussion for this things. People can ask questions. I think many questions are there. Now the time is short of time. I'm not in a position to address questions. I'll send you separately for this. All the questions are my email ID is professorprr@gmail.com. professor@gmail.com. Let me summarize the whole thing. What is emotional intelligence? Decrease the occupational stress. If you have good emotional intelligence, decrease occupational stress, improve decision making, reduce the staff turnover, increase your personal well-being, increase your leadership quality, leadership ability, increase your team performance. If you have a very good emotional intelligence, emotional quotient, if you have with you there, and naturally you'll be a successful person, undoubtedly, no doubt at all. The whole, even the LinkedIn also, they're given a top priority. First top 5 skills are there. Emotional intelligence is one of the 5 skills. There's total 10 skills. It was a 10th skill it was previously. Now they are pushed to the among their 5 skills. Now let me finish my things are there. Do not prepare the road for the children. Prepare the children for the road. Now this is the parents, the well-wishers, the mentors, the coaches, all the things are do not prepare the road for the children. Don't show them how to prepare, how to go about in life, what to do in the future. Make them a road path. Instead of giving a fish, make them how to teach a fish. Teach them the fish. And don't give the fish to them. That's only the entire crux of this. I hope you had a lot of take away from you. Thank you very much for the opportunity given. It was nice. Our good audience are there. I'm very happy. I'm very much delighted. Thank you, Dr. Pramod, who has given me opportunity. Thank you for the organization members who has helped me to successfully complete this program. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Sir, please stop sharing this screen.
Okay.
So thank you very much, sir.
How is it?
You have delivered a very brilliant lecture on this topic, and this topic is very helpful to all the listeners and viewers. So I hope that your topic got it well by the viewers and listeners, and all the best for your precious
Thank you very
presence
much.
on
Thank you very
Facebook
much. Thank you
Live.
very much.
I think I expected your presence on Facebook Live itself instead of
Okay, that's
Zoom recording. So we will second lecture we will organize
nice way.
very soon.
Some other topic. Some other topic.
Other
Probably
topic.
I said HR PR plus PR is equal to G.
Yes, yes, sir.
Something which is novel.
Okay, absolutely. And he had justified the topic very well, cleared many concepts, and he simplified many complicated concepts in a well manner. So thank you very much for his precious
Thank
presence.
you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good day, sir.